Okay, so I want to run a correlation. I have some earthquake data here. I have the magnitude of 50 earthquakes, and then I have the depth. I think it was in kilometers, but I forgot to write it down when I pulled it out of my stats lab. Anyways, so I have my earthquake data, and I want to know if there's a correlation. The first thing we always do is draw the scatter plot, because the goal is that we want to be able to see if we can visually see what's going on, make some thoughts on what's going to happen. So I'm going to start with the scatter plot. And I look at this and go, oh, that's a mess. I probably don't have a correlation, but I'm like, okay, I'm going to try. I'm going to see what I get, but that's not looking too good to me. That looks like a big old random mess. So now when you run a correlation, your null is always going to be p equals 0. This is there is no correlation. And then alternative is p is not 0, so that there is a correlation, there's some relationship. Now to run this, I'm going to go over to data, my data analysis tool, and I'm going to go down to correlation, and I'm going to do A1 through B51, labels in first row, and I want it to output over an L1, so I don't have to go find it. And right there, my correlation is negative 0.23, so very slight negative correlation, but that's my R. This is my R value, so that's what I need to find. But then from there I need to tell, well, is this statistically significant? Does this tell me anything? Because I was thinking not. Well, to do that I need to look up the Pearson R value. So now I have N of 50. I have 50 pairs. So I'm going to look here and I'm going to test at alpha of 0.05 because that's pretty normal. So I'm going to go down to 50 on my Pearson R chart. And there's 2.79. This would have to be either less than negative 2.79 or more than 0.279 to be significant. And I'm actually not. I'm actually closer than I thought I would be. Because I have so many pairs, I had a pretty low value. Had it been smaller, it would have been harder to prove. Because I had so many, but I wasn't able to prove it because this value right here is not less than the negative version of this. It also could be more than the positive version. Remember, you're looking for either end. So I would have to fail to reject, and I can't say there's a correlation. Now, I'm not saying there's absolutely no correlation, but I'm looking at that and going, I'm not seeing much of a relationship. If I wanted to continue this, I'd have to look for something else.